Well, hello again, everyone, and welcome back to Kovac Enterprises. As you can see, I went ahead and cleared off my workbench for the new year in anticipation for new and upcoming builds for 2018. So as you can see in front of me, I decided to start off the first month of the new year with Black Widow. She is with the Marvel Studios Iron Man kind of series, I guess. So basically, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a quick kind of out-of-box review on this. She is a 1/8 scale all-plastic assembly kit, and it's made by Mobius Models, which is one of the brand names that I prefer because I've always had good results with Mobius model kits. This is considered a skill level 3, and it states that it's ages 15 and up. Basically, if we turn this thing around to the back, there's some more information on it. It does say that it does have some authentic movie likeness. Once it is completed, the figure should stand over 8 inches tall. It does come with a display base that is included in the kit, and it also states that it has super detailed uniform and equipment, and as well as it includes a detailed instruction sheet. And of course, down below here, it is promoting on the left the Iron Man Mark 6 coming soon, and the War Machine coming soon in 2012. Well, you know, it's a little old. It's 6 years ago, but you can tell that I've had this probably in my stash for a number of years, so I decided to go ahead and give this one a shot, get her out of the cold garage and bring her into the house and put her together. So stand by, and we will have an in-depth look inside the box. See you soon. Bye. And we're back. I went ahead and broke the seal of the box, and the first thing we'll look at is the instruction sheet. As you can see, it's a typical Mobius type of instruction sheet. This does reference as this kit being part number 923. Basically, this just looking at the kit itself, this is a pretty simple kit. If we open up the instruction sheet here, you can see that there's only basically 4 steps to the instructions. And of course, everything is diagrammed out in pictures. This kind of reminds me of the Monster Scene Vampirella kit, where all the parts are basically you have to put and glue in with half pieces. So they'll probably end up doing a lot of sanding and putty work on this, depending on how well they fit together. But like I said before, it's basically 4 steps. If you go to the back of the end of the instruction sheets, it does give you some painting tips. It kind of gives you a little thing on paint washing, dry brushing, how to do gloss and matte finishes, and then of course the other part of it also gives you your suggested paint colors, and then kind of gives you suggestions on how to clear coat everything down for you. Alright, and then of course, you know, it also talks about painting your kit, and it kind of gives you a little bit of a history on Black Widow herself. She's considered a super spy, where she drops her cover as Tony Stark's assistant, Natalie Rushman, and of course then she discloses herself as a S.H.I.E.L.D. spy, and her real name of course is Natasha Romanoff, codenamed Black Widow, and she takes her orders directly from Nick Fury. So basically that's it for the instruction sheets here. Let's take a look at the actual parts themselves. There's actually only 2 packages in the box. The first package here of course, as the base. And also to note that everything here is molded almost like in a flesh tone type of color. So here we are with a basic base kind of formatted like in a kind of a concrete flooring, or you can paint up as a marble type of flooring as the instructions state. So that's our base on that. And then the other part of the bag has the two full body parts. Let's give a quick little look. It's nicely detailed as far as her uniform is concerned. It's kind of, you can almost see the zipper going up her vest on her top half of her torso, and then of course her pants. And then we have a part here where the utility belt goes across her waist. So that's one half of her body. And then of course we have the back part of her body as well. So you can see nicely detailed from head down to her legs on there, like so. So that is it for the first package. The second package, we have a few more parts in. Go ahead and put that away. Bring out our next package. And of course we have her boots. They go about calf high. And of course these are all done in half parts, so we have to glue all that together as well for each pair of boots. But you can actually see the buckles going around the boot itself. So very nicely again detailed. Not much flashing going on these parts, which is nice with what Mobius does with their molding. And of course then we have her right and left arm. Again, these are just half parts, so we have to glue the other halves to it together. And so like I said, there's your left and right arm. And of course this is the second half of the boots, pretty much the same. So there you go. And like I said, this is a very kind of a low parts count, it looks like. So which isn't too bad. And of course then we have supposedly the actress's face. Not too sure if it's close to what the actor's face actually looks like, but it is a face, nicely detailed. You can see the eyebrows, nose, and lips. So pretty good. And then of course then we have our pistol holsters. Again, you know, we have to glue those together, but nicely detailed. And then of course our next little sprue tree here is one of three parts of her here that we'll have to glue together. So there's that. And then we have the gauntlets that go around her wrist. And then of course then we have the her left and right hand as well. And you can see the detailed gloves that are wrapped around her hand themselves. We'll have to bring that out with some paint and get some nice detail on it. And then basically our next sprue here is the second and third part of our here for Natasha. And then of course then here we have our utility belt that wraps around her waist. So there's that. And then of course last but not least is our second half of her left and right arm. So there's one part of it. And then of course there's the other side of our arm in the bent position. Let me kind of do it like that for you. Alright, so that is our parts. Like I said, very low parts count, should be put together quite easily. And there you go. So that is our out-of-box review. Let me put this together. So once again, this is our out-of-box review on the Black Widow. And bring the camera up just a bit. Okay. So, I hope you'll join me on my next update when we actually start putting her together. So that is it. In the meantime, I hope everybody has a good weekend and start off on a good new year. And we will talk to you soon and bring you up to date on our next video. Until then, so long. Bye.